Alrighty, Heist, we're back.
We're back.
in
We
the
meet again.
railroads. Yay. I've been craving the Derail Valley, man. I've been craving the races. I've been
you can leave the trains, but the trains will not leave you. Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
So today we're gonna do the longest train I've ever run in a race situation. It's gonna be the S282s pulling a ton of iron, like 1,700 tons of iron.
Casual.
To the steel mill.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're at Iron Ore Mine West right now.
Yeah.
And I think we should just do it. I think we should just jump in and go.
Climb out. Like it's gonna be a climb, so I think you're gonna have to probably like back up and get a run at it. But I mean, I'll leave that up to you and what you feel like doing.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
I'm gonna accept my 2 jobs. You ready?
Oh goodness! Yes, go. Fine.
3, 2, 1, go. There's one.
I was definitely not even over by the station. I was over by the locomotive, assuming we'd start there. But I forgot.
Well, no,
that
you gotta
it's
accept
fine.
the jobs before you get the train going, right? Like.
I mean, that's not how I play Derail Valley ever, but you know, it's fine.
True, true. I gotta remember how to actually run
sesame.
a steam train.
There we go.
Oh my god, what? I had my inventory set and now it's not set. I don't have a shovel. Hold on, I gotta move my shovel over.
Mulligan.
No, I'm good. Okay, shovel. Excuse me, thank you.
All right, my train is firing up. You love to see it.
Coal in the hole.
Yes, that is where the coal goes. It goes in the hole.
Goes in the hole. That. Oh, right. I gotta do the front thingies.
Oh God, yeah. It's been a minute since I've played
are
myself.
The front thingies again? I don't remember, Heist. Where are
there's one on the right. There's 2 on the right.
There's that one.
One's above the running board, one's below, and then the third one is the dynamo up top by the cab. But you don't necessarily actually have to do that one.
I'm missing one. Get the dynamo one. Get that up.
Yeah,
I can't see this other one here.
There's one above the running board by the smoke box up top. And that, well, not all the way up top, but halfway up the boiler. And then there's one that's tucked in behind the cylinder. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little shady over here, so I had to sort of pull out the flashlight.
Yes, that does help.
All right. Okay, let's get this.
I'm excited to see if you blow up your steam engine again, kAN.
I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna really try hard not to blow up my steam engine. That's gonna be the goal of the episode.
This is do not blow up. Spoilers. It might happen. You never know.
How am I? Wait, what?
You already blew it up? Cool.
No, I'm already out of coal, and my fire went out.
Oh, it burns coal stupid fast when you're firing up, so that you don't end up sitting around waiting forever. So yeah, your fire will go out super easy before the heat gets established, because that's a quality of life thing the devs gave us. So
the actual burning rate is a little different.
Is super fast on fire up. Yep.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. All right, well, let's just. I'm moving forward. Nothing's squealing, so that's a good start.
That does help. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, right. I gotta blow up my cylinders. It sounds like a sloshy mess right now.
Make sure you've got them cylinder cocks open, bud. Yeah. Otherwise, you will blow up your cylinders. It's fine.
All right. I think that's good on the thing. I'm assuming when you spot on a table in real life, you have a dude telling you how far to go.
Oh, for sure. When you're moving a locomotive in general, you almost always have someone directing the movement, because you're surprised operating something the size of a building, and that means it means you can't see what you're doing usually. So you absolutely have someone spotting you. And on a real turntable, it depends. If it is a Armstrong turntable, like the one we have at the museum that you have to push by hand, or if it's
balanced, right?
And it has to be balanced, or if it is a powered turntable, that changes the schema, because a powered turntable, you need the weight over the powered wheels for it to do the thing. A balanced turntable, you need it to be perfectly balanced, otherwise you're never going to move it. So you kind of have to do the thing. But with the balanced turntables, you can see them pivot. So like, it's not hard to tell when you're balanced. Like, even with someone telling you, we have so many new wonderful volunteers, young brakemen and new brakemen at the museum right now. I'm better at reading where I'm on the turntable than they are.
That's the starting position is like brakeman, and
brakeman is the beginning. Yes. Well, like boarding platform attendant is like our beginning as a museum, but like, yeah, in terms of actual covered train service stuff, brakeman is you start at the back of the train and learn how all of those things function, and then you work your way forwards, because you can't really be a conductor unless you know what happens as a brakeman, and you can't really be up in the engine unless you know what the train's doing. So you have to work your way back.
Are you already hooked up? I feel like you're already hooked up.
I'm hooked up to the first cut of cars, but I have two. You know, we got to get the second cut.
Are you doing the bigger cut in the front or the smaller cut?
I'm doing the small cut in the front. Because
yeah, that's what I'm doing too. I'm getting the 4 in the front.
It would just not make any sense to do it the other way. Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to drop the big load first, and then you can manipulate the smaller one wherever it needs to go.
Right.
After the fact.
So it's funny. We were trying to find jobs that would be equivalent, and we actually ended up with the same exact train mass this time.
Yeah, 1720 tons.
1720 tons, and mine is in 17 cars and then 3 cars, and yours is in 16 then 4
yeah,
I
16
think.
And
yeah.
4. Yeah.
Which is just stupid funny that we ended up with that, which is wonderful. We like that.
Yeah, hopefully we can make it out. I mean, it should work if we get enough of a run at the hill, because, you know, 1,700 tons of momentum is a lot. So
it is, but yeah, I mean, 1,700 tons is also a crap ton for one steam engine.
Yeah, well, you might have to cut your cars in half, I guess.
We might. We'll have to see.
I hope not. This is definitely the biggest race we've ever done, though. So this is gonna be a hard dunk.
It's gonna be fine. I trust it'll be fine. All right, I'm
in. You know, it's not my engine, so
it's true. It's fine. Don't worry about it. If it spicy dunks,
and
you know,
we're not playing career, so my load doesn't have to get there in one piece. It just has to get there.
It does. It does, in fact, just need to get there. Yes.
That is the rule.
God, this engine is already not super thrilled about pulling as the few cars I do have.
All right, I'm good. Got those 4 hooked up. Get that flicked forward. Pull this out full. Oh yeah, it's got wheel slip with only 4 cars.
Yep. Yeah, wheel slip is one of those weird things that is a very strange physical phenomena that's kind of hard to understand until you actually do a physical analysis of what goes on, and you like do a free body diagram like it's physics 1. Derail Valley gets it pretty close to perfect, I think. Like they're the closest out of any game, but usually it's like, oh, you add more weight, now it slips easier, and it's like, well, actually that's not how that works. But
it's such a weird thing too, because steel on steel is such a low friction. Like,
right,
it's not
super low. It's like a 0.2 coefficient.
Yeah, it's not a good coefficient of friction at all, but then rubber would just explode, so, you know.
Yeah. And I mean,
it's actually interesting. The Montreal subway, I don't know if this is still true because I haven't been to Montreal in years, but the Montreal subway is actually rubber tires on concrete track.
A fair amount of subways are like that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just for faster braking and starting.
Right, because the friction is more beneficial, and particularly in a subway context, you're thinking about shorter trains more often than you're thinking about crazy long trains that need the efficiency, right? Like that's the point of having the low coefficient of friction, is that you can move way more cars. So, and then the locomotives have sand if they really need it. So, oh god, the brake is on the other end. Thanks, game.
I'm going to push this. You're getting your second one hooked up?
I am hooked up to the second one, and I'm about to pull out of here.
I feel like I go, like, yard speed, and you go, like, not yard speed.
I wasn't going crazy. I was not quoting Shaq. I didn't say, I ain't going yard speed, I'm going to highball. I did not say that, so... Oh, this is just not even wanting to move this.
4 cars. Stopping 4 cars with only the independent is like...
It doesn't have enough huevos, yeah.
No, you need to use the actual brake.
That's what the automatic's for. Oh my god, recharge the air already! Goodness. It's a lot of train. It is taking its sweet time to recharge, and now the brake cylinders come down enough that it's just a slippery pig. It's fine.
My concern is running out of water before I get to the steel mill. I gotta be really careful about this.
Yeah, that's definitely...
That was always my problem. I can't remember how to avoid running out of water.
Be smart about when you put it in.
Right, it's have the regulator off if you're just coasting.
Right.
And have the Johnson bar, or Johnson wheel in this case, as close to middle as possible.
The scroll reverse, yes. Screw reverse, scroll reverse. Because it's not truly I guess it's still technically a screw reverse, it's just kind of sideways. Because normally, like a traditional screw reverse that you see overseas usually is mounted such that it's kind of like a steering wheel almost.
Yeah,
so
and it usually goes like, you see the big long screw bar going all the way up the side, like outside the train to the front, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's got to run, it's called the reach rod. It's got to run up to the valve gear. And you can see that they did model it. It's down below the running board, but I don't know if it's animated or not. But
oh, yeah, because this one goes with like a geared system.
Down to the, under the cab floor. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the maximum donk speed?
About 5 mile an hour, which is like maybe, I don't know, 8-ish kilometers an hour.
Okay.
Before damage, I mean, you can dunk at whatever speed you want, like, you know, just do the thing, but,
I don't know about you, but I'm popping my safety constantly.
I was popping it a fair bit because I had a lot of fire, and so I shut the damper, so...
Right, you can shut the damper, that's true, I should do
tried
that.
to save a little bit of, that sort of thing. But, I'm trying to get out of Dodge here now, so...
Alright, I've, dunked my trains together, but now I've got to find where the actual connection point is.
Right. And actually
I should
couple
just
it up.
count 4. Oh my god, I went way too far back. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, here it is. Okay. And then you've got to connect to you. You got to connect to you. Are you just going straight out? Like, are you just...
I backed up a little bit to get a bit of a run into the tunnel. Because this is a very lethargic locomotive.
Yeah, I'm going to back up a lot.
It is not thrilled with starting this train. I've got the throttle is on the ceiling, the sand is on, and the bar is in the corner, and the safety is just constantly popping. So it's we're doing the thing over here.
Yeah, holy cow, this thing does not want to move. It is going to be really fun slowing this thing down for slow corners.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Assuming we can get past Machine Factory,
it's downhill.
It's downhill and flat from there, so that the hard pull is going to be right here at the start of this whole adventure. And my steam generation rate is such that I'm building steam against the safety pretty significantly. I'm stuck at 14.5 bar, and it is just still popping.
That's good.
We're nice and angry at Choo-Choo today.
I'm cranking my injector up to max for a second here.
Yeah, it's probably good to have some water to get going. Oh my god, I'm building above the safety. I'm at 15 bar. I'm over 15 bar. I'm hacking the system. I'm not sure what's going
your
on.
Safety's still just like
my safety is full. This locomotive does not meet FRA regulations because yeah, I'm actually at 15.5, almost 16 bar.
And I'm assuming the safety is supposed to not let that happen.
Yeah, it's designed such that you can't generate more steam than you use. But something about what's going on with the fire and the sim right now, I'm over 16 bar and the pressure's still going up.
Okay, well apparently you're just gonna win because you have like an 18 bar.
Apparently,
locomotive.
I don't know why this is happening. I don't unless like the rearranged S282 mod is causing something to happen, but I'm set as a normal 282, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm just making all of the steam all of the time, and if I win by having the wrong mod installed, well then, you know, so be it.
Means you're a cheater.
I'm a cheater because I honest to God got the throttle all the way open and I'm in the corner and I'm doing 55 and it is still building pressure. I don't know what's broken with my game right now.
That's kind of nice. Dude, I'm backing up like into this tunnel completely, and this you don't realize like how long this train is, and then it stretches the whole yard. Like it's insane. So I'm going back into the tunnel. I'm reversing at like 30, just to make sure that, you know, I'm gonna put the bar in 0 and just build some pressure.
I have God's strongest 282, and I don't know why.
Yeah, apparently. Alright, my injector's filled that up. Let's open this, put in more coal. we're gonna really just crank this thing.
Yeah, this thing's got all the pressure in the world. It's got all the tractive effort in the world.
Crank the blower on, right? Blow down, no. Bell, no. Blower, yes.
Oh god, it's now slipping with sand even.
What the heck is wrong with your train, bro?
I don't know. Like, I've never had this before. They updated the rearranged S282 mod, and I'm guessing that it must be a bug related to that. So I'll have to check the developer of it, because it didn't affect the steam generation or anything before, and they updated it to add duplex locomotives, which I want to try desperately at some point, because that's super cool. It's got 2 engine sets on the same frame. But yeah, it's I mean, I've got we're at the part of the Hollywood film isms where the pressure gauge is cracked and broken because it's gone to the I mean, I'm at 18 bar, and it's presumably actually even higher than that.
Right.
Which this is unfair.
How are you at 18 bar?
That is the question. I don't know.
You've got so much power now, it's not even funny. Like,
It's, yeah, dude, I mean, that's just literally multiplying the tractive effort, and it's just doing the thing.
I'm like maxed out at 14 bar with the safety blowing, and with the safety blowing, it will not go above 14.
Yeah, it's building against the safety just constantly, which is hilarious. I'm worried about my boiler failing. Like, the boiler should blow up on a real locomotive. It's overstressed. I will tell you, you're gonna have a hell of a time with this hill, because it's struggling at 18 plus bar to make up the hill. So,
perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at full speed.
This is we're gonna have to redo this one at some point, apparently, because I'm literally cheating right now. Not intentionally, but
that's amazing. You have 18 bar. That's great.
It's just doing the do. Yeah, I looked at my mod list, and like, there's nothing in there that touches steam generation except for potentially the S282 wheel arranger, and it's set to the normal S282. So, yeah.
Well, I'm doing 40 through the yard right now. I'm trying to pick up a little more speed. As fast as I can. I am losing pressure, though.
Pressure? Never heard of her. Actually, all I'm doing is hearing of it, because, the safety will not stop. The safety popped at 14, and it's just blowing right past it.
Alright, I'm doing 40. Coming out of the iron mine. I don't know if this is going to be enough.
40?
I'm 13 and a half bar.
40 might be. That's a
speed limit's 40 in this tunnel, but now I'm doing like 50 almost.
Yeah, you can do pretty reliably at least 10 over, if not 15 over on most corners.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Just to like really keep it going. I'm also trying to keep my pressure high though, so that's sort of... I turned my injector off fully. Oh, and I have like no water. Sick.
Yeah, that is the fun balance.
Turn on a little bit of injector. The problem is when you turn on too much injector, you just drop pressure so quickly.
Right. They simulated the thermo pretty decently, but in order to gamify it a little bit, they made it that you could really dump a bunch of water in there, and you put cold water in a hot boiler, temperature, pressure linked. So yeah, it definitely drinks it.
Yeah. I mean, the good news is when you get, 1,700 tons of weight moving, it doesn't stop easily. So...
Right. Yeah.
Once you're pushing up the hill, you just kind of keep giving it a little bit of throttle. And it just sort of keeps going like that. I'm going to turn off my injector again. Just shovel coal into the fire. I feel like if you were doing this in real life, you'd just be, like, feeding the fire constant. Like,
when you're running tonnage, you fill the firebox up, and then you sit down for about 45 seconds, a minute, and then you fill the firebox up again. I mean, you get a brief break, but that's it. I can't use steam in this train. Like, it is just God's most free steaming locomotive of all time. I've got the bar in the
13 bar of pressure.
Bar's in the corner, throttle's wide open, and it's still welded on 18 bar. And that's a 60. Alright, time to dump the air. Dumping the air, dumping the air, dumping the air, dumping the air, dumping the air. Slow
I am losing
down!
speed. Oh no.
There we go.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it out. I don't know if I can make it without 18 bar of pressure.
Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle like that. You might have to break it up in two. I don't know. We'll have to see. This, I might just bin it though. Like,
I can't believe it's gonna bog right down.
that's a lot of train. 1,700 tons.
Yeah, it might have been a little ambitious, to be honest.
It's fine.
She's chugging. I might have to go back and get more of a run at it.
Yeah, it's probably a decent shout.
Do like 55.
Yeah, hit through the tunnel as hard as you can. Okay, I shut the reg off, and now the pressure's coming back down from orbit by shutting the reg. But that's the only reason it's doing anything. And I'm whipping around.
Build pressure for free. That's interesting.
That's yeah, Satiric. If you're watching this, you might have a bug, or you might have programmed something and had unintentional consequences.
Oh my god, dude! I can see where the hill like rounds off.
So you're so close.
I can literally see it, and I'm not gonna make it.
Single tier.
No way.
Let me see how fast I can get this thing going.
And I'm blowing the pressure release, but it's not gonna make a difference. And now we're going backwards. All right. I'm gonna load an autosave. Do I have an autosave far enough back? Probably this one, maybe. I'm kind of worried that this one's probably good.
Hopefully it's far enough back.
I'm gonna try and back up again. I don't have 18 bar of pressure, bro. So
yeah, without cheating, it's actually really hard.
without cheating, it's kind of difficult for some reason.
It's all right. I'm letting my own hubris get the best of me. I'm doing about 100 coming into the 80, coming into City Southwest, and I'm just gonna keep the beans on.
All right, yeah, no, my train's fully attached here, so I just need to go.
I'm gonna keep it interesting, and I'm just gonna try and make it round the curve at 100 and see what happens here. I'm gonna ride it out.
6-0 instead.
Pretty much. And here's the hard curve. Oh god, I'm not even lined into the. I'm lined into the platform. I'm coming into the platform at City Southwest doing 100. There it goes. Now it's off. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my! Oh boy! Okay. Oh! I'm still getting chased. They're the cars. Come on, they're coming for me.
That's good. At least it makes it. At least it's a little more fair. Now that you've got to reload, it might be okay.
I was trying to make it a little more fair. That was the coolest wreck I have ever had in this game. For a second, I thought it wasn't going to come off. I'm like, I'm doing 100 through here, and it's a 60, and then it came off, and it made a spectacular pile-up. Okay, let's load a save, shall we?
I gotta hit this hill at 60 plus. Like, I gotta hit this curve at a speed that's sort of stupid. It's gonna work, I believe.
I believe in a thing called love.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna happen.
Do you notice the tunnel has like a weird mountain clipping thing?
Yeah, the terrain is a little strange through the tunnels.
I can't teleport through it, but my cars can for some reason. So
right, yeah. If you get back in the engine, it works. Sometimes the tunnels have challenged the player. Sometimes.
All right, let's try this again, shall we?
All right, this is I loaded a save, but I'm still on the downhill, so I'm gonna load a save that's closer to being fair. I think we'll attempt.
Well, I'm just leaving again for the second time here.
Okay, well I'll see if I can find one that far back. It looks like it autosaves every 3 minutes on my end, so.
Yeah, it autosaves every like 3 minutes for me, but
yeah,
I'm just backing up more.
And this
I'm gonna try and hit this at like 55
one's...
in a 40. and like hope I don't derail.
This one I'm stopped on the grade, so that'll be an interesting start.
Yeah, but with 18 bar, you're fine.
It's only 16 right now. Come on, sweetheart. Don't make me get out and push.
I feel like if I can't make this, then I might have to just put like another locomotive on the back and just shove it until I get to the machine factory.
That's not a bad call.
Like maybe like one of those, what are those called? The freaking diesel electric auto, put it in friggin' forward and let it sit there and it does its thing.
Yeah, like a DE6 or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so interesting. I've reloaded my save, and oh, now the playing field has half evened. Because
why, you don't have 18 bar anymore?
No, the pressure came back down from sky high. And I'm noticing, yes, it's definitely a weird bug with the wheel arrangement mod, because it's now a normal 282, because it's got the big trailing truck. The modified version of the 282 doesn't have a big trailing truck, it has a small trailing truck. So that changed. And yeah, it's a little silly. Okay, but yeah, I'm now stalled on the hill, so I guess I'm gonna go get a second engine at the iron mine myself and try to see what I can do. I'm gonna set up a little air
I'm
and
trying another
stall
run
it out.
up at it. I'm just backing up all the way into the tunnel until it stalls out that way.
Right.
Because the iron mine's sort of in a valley for some reason, and then you have to like drive out no
climb
matter
out
what.
either way, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just going as far back up the one hill as I can. I've also set the switches in the yard straight rather than doing like a little S, because I was like snaking through the yard. So now I'm just gonna go through the yard perfectly straight.
There you go. That way you can get the most beans.
Yeah.
Alright, I've got an ES&D standard S282 back here at the iron mine. So I'm going to fire this up, and I'm gonna have a steam engine on the front, steam engine on the back, and have a not cheated run at this.
I can't believe you had an 18
that was nuts. I don't know what bug that was, or maybe it's a feature and I'm just not aware of it in that mod. But yeah, I mean, the pressure just kept going.
But it didn't blow up your boiler.
No, it didn't. It did not blow up the boiler, because I mean, the boiler blowing up versus actually having pressure and stuff, like two different things in the code, probably. I'm sure. So it's not like it's an actual engineered real thing, you know. Come on, sweetheart.
Oh, you know what? I need to actually, like, let my pressure build. Hello? Can we please? Do I have my louvers closed or something? Is that the issue here?
Your dampers, yes.
My dampers. It's scroll down to open, right?
Yes, yeah, so they should be in the up position to be open. Do you have enough coal?
Yeah, oh yeah, I think I just added too much water.
Yeah, that will do it. Okay, I'm on the turntable-ish. The S282 is so long, it's always kind of hard to spot it by yourself on the turntable. It's like, is that far enough, or is that
It doesn't
too
have a
far?
lot of clearance on either side either when it's on the turntable.
No, it really doesn't. But thankfully it did not derail when I pressed buttons, so let me get this kind of lined over, and alright. No idea where the tail end of my train's gonna be.
Alright, I'm picking up speed and boiler pressure. I'm gonna be at 40 before I even hit the yard.
There you go. You're gonna be scooting.
Yeah, so I'm hoping I'm gonna hit that at 55. I'm either gonna derail in the tunnel or make it through.
55, I think, should be okay through that tunnel. I mean, it says 40, but 55 is on the very spicy end, but I think it's doable.
I got weight though too, right? I got a lot of weight, so
right. It might hold you to the curve better with the lateral forces the way that they are. And I'm just looking around the left-hand side of this thing, going, okay, when do I dump the air? Because I come across a, a hopper car full of coal in my way. I don't know how far up the hill my engine is, so... Oh, that's a speed sign. It's a very rusty, sad-looking speed sign. It's a nice texture work.
Yeah, I'm pushing. I'm going to be like 55, close to 60 almost.
But yeah, so if you make it up the hill, you're going to be in the lead very quickly here.
If I can. We'll see. I don't have a lot of boiler pressure, though. I'm going to crank that off for a second here.
Yeah, keep your injector off. You know that your water level is going to go way up when you get on the hill.
Yeah, I don't have my injector on at all.
Oh, mine's pretty low, speaking of. Alright, well, it's not... My train's not in the tunnel, so there's that. Oh, it's a little downhill out of the bottom of the tunnel. I didn't know that. I'm picking up speed without having the throttle on. So it goes downhill a little bit out of the tunnel before it hits the big hill up. I'm just waiting to see a train. There it is. Okay, found the train. Brakes! 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 Please stop. Please stop. Oh god, it's rolling backwards. Ouch.
It actually sounds spicier on the bridge after the tunnel than it does in the tunnel.
Yeah?
Yeah. For sure.
Okay. I've got my pusher on full push. And I'm heading up to the head end. And I'm kicking off the air, getting this guy wide open.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be tight if I can make this or not.
Yep.
It's gonna be really, really tight.
Go. Start, train.
It's a big freaking train.
Dude, I mean, 1,720 tons. I'm trying to start on the hill with 2 S282s right now.
Yeah, I might have to cut it and then come back and grab the other half.
Yeah,
Or
that might be a faster strategy than doing what I'm doing. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, well, you'd have to cut it at the machine factory and then back up and then reassemble it in the correct order.
Right. Is the air still recovering?
I don't know, man.
This is
I don't even think with 60 it was enough speed.
And that's screaming through there. All right, the air's recovered.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way it's gonna do it. All right, I got a plan. I'm just gonna go back here. Okay, we're just gonna grab ourselves a switch. No, re-rail spawner.
God, it's not even trying, man.
Spawner. What can I spawn? What can I spawn? DE4, DE6, DH4.
Was it? Oh my god, it was stuck centered.
It
was stuck centered. Derail Valley, you modeled that? No way! What? Dude, I've never experienced that in the sim. Every time. The little details that they've added, so cool. I had both engines absolutely wide open, throttle on the ceiling, reverser all the way forwards, giving it everything, and they're both popping the safety, and it would not move. And I got up to the front engine, and the front engine had its engineer side cylinder all the way at front dead center. You know, like you have a top dead center, bottom dead center in automotive engines, right? Well, in a steam engine, you have front and back dead center because it's, you know, different schema, right? Because it's not up and down, it's forward and backward. And that means if you're all the way at one end, when you're trying to shove force through the main rod, it's trying to just shear through the wheel. Like, it doesn't actually apply any torque to the wheel until it gets into the down, you know, somewhat down or somewhat up position. And so they simulated that. It wasn't applying any force on one side. The other side was in its full power band, but because the one side wasn't doing anything, I only had half tractive effort. And now, this train is slowly walking up the hill after I let it roll back just a little bit to get it past dead center. And the engines, I mean, it's just a chorus of two uneven chuffs just slowly slogging this thing up the hill. This is awesome.
I put a DE6 on the back.
That's probably a smart choice, yeah.
Yeah, it's still sliding backwards down the hill.
Yeah, D6, it should be good enough because I'm starting with this with 2 S282s.
No, it's about to explode.
Do you have sand on the DE6 and you're giving it enough power?
Yeah, it just exploded.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it just exploded hard.
The DE6 or the steam engine?
The DE6. I don't know what the steam engine's doing. I should probably check that and see what it's up to.
Why is it not going up the hill? And then the steam engine's just blown up on the head end. It's fine.
No, it's alive. Still not going up. All right. Sounds like another reload for me, Heis.
Oh my god. I'm not even cheating now.
I'm gonna go back super far here.
Dude, so thinking of locomotives blowing up, when locomotives actually blew up in the day, and knock on wood, like hopefully we never hear about that or have that happen ever again, but if you let them run out of water, they do blow up. And when it happened back in the day on an actual revenue train, there's many different accounts of the tail end crew, the guys riding in the caboose, brakeman and conductor and whatever. You know, the brake pipe sets up because, okay, there's no more brake pipe continuity, it's open to the atmosphere, so the brake pipe dumps, they see the gauge go to 0 and they come to a stop with an emergency brake application, so they walk the train, they get up to the head end, and there's, you know, train car, tender, and then wheels. Like, there was a case in South Denver of one of the locomotives on the Rio Grande blowing up, and they literally came upon it, and the wheels were there, and there was a dent in the rail where the wheels had so much force rammed down into the rail that it left literal dents. But the locomotive, like the boiler, the cab, and the crew were gone, vaporized, disappeared. I mean, the boiler launched bits of itself, like, you know, 700, 800 meters away. Just
wait, so you're double heading right now? So
I'm a push-pull. I've got one at the back, one at the front.
Okay, there's another S202 that spawned here when I reloaded the autosave, so I'm gonna double head.
There you go. S202, Con, that has no drivers. Did you watch
S282.
Did you watch my...
It's the no driver edition. No wonder I'm not going anywhere.
If you don't have any wheels. Yeah, it's...
don't have any wheels.
They actually, in the Wheel Arrangements mod, they added a no driver version for the memes, which is funny. But yeah, did you see...
Would there even be a no driver engine ever?
No, I don't think so. So, yeah, like, because then you're not a locomotive. You're just a rolling chassis,
just a
basically.
Tender on wheels?
Yeah. So, yeah. Did you watch my wheel arrangement video? That was, like, my favorite video I've done in a long time. It was a good one.
Nice.
It's a good primer. Oh, you don't watch my YouTube. That's right. You don't like trains.
Nice. No, I did. Nice. I have another problem.
Did you blow up your choo-choo?
I drove off the end of the turntable because I had no...
Oh, yeah. You got to turn the brakes on, Con.
I did turn the brakes on, but I didn't have brake pressure yet.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be somewhat patient. I know we're racing, but...
Well, so far I haven't left the station, and it's been a while. Just saying. This might have been one of those bitten off more than you can chew situations.
But might have been, yeah.
Might have been. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna get it. I'm feeling confident.
Alright, I'm gonna try and run my pusher around me while I'm going through
I'm literally going to try and
Factory.
double head this monster, and then eventually I'm just going to let the front engine go like full bore and derail itself.
That's the move, and that's what I'm working on doing. I'm almost to the Machine Factory. I'm going to flip a switch and send my pusher around and see if I can make it run around me while I'm running through Machine Factory.
Oh yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
That seems like a choice.
All right, there we go. Light the fire.
But yeah, it's...
What do I have to do to turn on my brakes? Anything? No, right? They'll just turn on? Oh, wait, no, that's right. Oops. I'm an idiot.
You turn on the air compressor, yeah.
Yeah, no, I forgot that I have to turn on, like, the compressors and stuff, because, like, you know, it's technically a different engine.
Right, yeah, 2 locomotives.
Yeah, they both have their own set of valves. That would make sense.
Right.
Sorry, I'm an expert. It's fine.
It's totally fine.
All right, that's good. That's good.
The funny thing is, when you have 2 steam engines, and this is one of the things that Derail Valley doesn't quite get... the funny thing is that you only get to really use 1 air compressor for the whole train.
Right,
like it just recharges through the one. Right, exactly. Which,
so if you're doing that then, and you're double heading with someone else,
right.
You need 2 firemen, you need 2 engineers. But
yep.
Only the front engineer brakes?
Correct. Yep.
And the back engineer just kind of like lets the braking happen.
Yep, you're just along for the ride. It's funny at the museum. Double heading downhill actually got banned by the railroad. At least our narrow gauge railroad around here, after they had a pretty bad accident where the whiplash of the weight of one locomotive doing something stole the other engine off the tracks. Like, it just ripped them both off. So they both derailed pretty horrifically. So they banned double heading downhill after that. With us at the museum, we're going so slow and it's so different, and the train forces are so short that it's okay. And the practicality of double heading and then, removing a locomotive every quarter mile and then hooking it up every quarter mile, like, it just logistically doesn't make any darn sense. So we double head downhill just because that's what we do.
Yeah, but you guys also have a relatively small track that you can sort of
I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake.
So you're saying Derail Valley doesn't do the brake sim proper, but if I double head this,
my word.
I only need to use one set of brakes, no brake.
kAN, I've made a mistake. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Did you derail again?
Yes, I did derail. No! It's all gone horribly wrong.
I might have a chance. This might be our most intense race yet. Everyone's just like, we picked the impossible task.
Jesus. Yeah. Perfect. So that half of the train's still just going. And is that car in the dirt? The last car is in the dirt. Okay, so kAN, I thought the passing track was longer, and I thought it would be funny to run my helper engine around.
You didn't make it?
And no, it sideswiped I sideswiped myself with myself. Ooh. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in the dirt right now. All right, do I try and rerail these?
So I'm gonna double head this. So things to know: I can brake with just the front engine, right, and just let the back one will brake.
Okay. So Derail Valley's weird about this, and this is my challenge with it. I can't rerail these because I don't have the money. Okay, I guess I'm reloading as well. You should probably brake with the engine closest to the train because, because it's stupid about double heading brakes. Yeah, it's just the way it is.
It's fine. The front one's just going to be put on full beans mode anyway, and then...
Right, and then you just kind of modulate and run from the rear one and take care of fuel. Yeah, and then
let the front one go bye-bye when I get to the machine factory.
Yep. And you just watch it ride off into the sunset as it kills itself.
And then eventually find it down the track somewhere in the dirt.
Okay. Do I still have 2 engines on this train in this save? Yes, I do.
Alright, there we go. Double heading. A lot of water sloshing.
Yeah, make sure you clear the cylinders on both of them.
Like, filling both boilers completely, basically, and then turning off the injectors.
Come on. Get me up to the head end.
Good.
Teleport! Yeah, what I wish Derail Valley did is actually, one of the nice things that's actually operationally correct in Railroader, where where you have cutouts for the brake stand, and you just say, hey, this brake stand does nothing. Congrats. But in Derail Valley, it's kind of strange that one brake stand can usurp the other. Like, I'm closer to the train, and I say recharge the train, so it's just going to undo what the other stand has done, basically.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the problem with code versus real-life pneumatic systems.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, that's actually what would happen in a true pneumatic system if you
to be fair,
cut
the Derail Valley
out,
devs, in their defense, who's stupid enough to run 2 steam engines by themselves?
Yeah. I mean, me. Hi. I am in that Venn diagram. It's a small Venn diagram overlap, but I am in the middle of it.
Well, I wanted to originally run just the longest train I've ever run before, and now I'm running the longest train with 2 engines, so...
You're double heading, man. You're doing the thing.
Double heading steam. That's going to be great. Injector's off on the front. That's off. I'm going to have to turn sand on in a second here. Got to get to the back. That one's sparking like mad. How are you doing? Brakes. You're all off. That's there. Turn you off. Flip you forward.
I've got the beautiful out of sync exhaust beats of these two locomotives doing the do right now, and it just brings a smile to my face.
All right, that's on. Both blowers on. All right.
I'm slowly working my way up. I don't know where you're at. Are you at the iron mine?
Yeah, I'm just backing into the tunnel again. I'm still gonna take a run at it.
Oh, with two engines this time. Okay.
Yeah, double heading it with two engines. Gonna take a run at it.
I'm on the last big curve before Machine Factory. You see how it's got that curve and then the long straightaway into the Machine Factory? I'm on that curve right now.
All right, my front engine's at full beans.
Full beans.
Full sand, full rag. It's got a full injector, full blower, filled with coal.
Give it all of the things.
Steal some coal for the front engine because it's going to get sacrificed for the glory of the Empire.
Yes. You must share the message for the glory.
Well, I'm just taking the coal from the front one, putting it in the back one, because why not, right? Like.
Yeah, seriously. It doesn't matter. It's coal is coal.
Yep.
God, the amount of times I've actually had to do that is depressing. not on the road, but in real life. Like, we'll have times where it's like, well, the coal supplier couldn't deliver us coal because XYZ reason.
From A and put into B.
It was shoveled from A and put it in B, and it's just like, okay. I mean, it's gotten as bad as a couple times we have split one engine off of its tender, brought the backhoe up to the tender, and shoveled into the backhoe to then dump from the backhoe into the tender the engine we're going to use. And then sometimes you 5-gallon bucket brigade, and a 5-gallon bucket of coal is very heavy, in case you were wondering.
Yeah. Not to mention you need to move, like, 1,000 pounds of coal.
Pretty much. Yeah, something like that. Depends. Usually it's like, okay, we're not out of coal in the big engine, right? We're low. And then the challenge then being is that you don't have a selection. You end up basically just having the dirt and whatever's left in the bottom of the tender, which is not a great time. So, yeah, it's always a vibe. It's not a good vibe, but it is a vibe.
All right, I'm hitting this first tunnel at almost 60.
Careful. That's on the spicy end of things.
Yeah, but it's gonna lose speed so quickly.
That is true. But don't derail, kAN. Be careful.
Oh my god, I've had the dampers closed on my back.
Yeah, open that up. Open those up. When you start moving, you're gonna need them.
Yeah, I was like, why is my boiler pressure just going down and down and down and down? It's like, oh, because I have no freaking dampers.
I'm not generating anything. Yeah.
No heat. All right, you're up.
I gotta say, I do love the long distance teleport. I'm so used to playing hardcore realism, and the short teleport range is like, it gets old after a little bit. The F key on my keyboard's having a sad time. But with being able to teleport like 2 car lengths at a time is just like, oh, this is so nice. Come on, train! Do it!
Alright, I'm doing 60 now.
You're scooting. I'm doing like
with
6.
Full beans.
I'm probably doing more than 6. I'm probably doing like 10, but... I'm actually doing bang on 10 right now. And the choo-choos are popping the safety. It's right at 14 bar.
I am not. I'm at 9 bar on the front one. And I'm at like 8 on the back. That's not good.
Yeah, they're both just under 14 bar. And they're both just working hard. This one's safety finally shut up. It finally reseat. God, that's nerve-wracking. Sometimes safeties are... they're a complicated beast in some ways, and depending on how ridden hard they become, sometimes they can be not in the best shape. And they will always release pressure. Like, they fail safe. They don't fail like, oh, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, it fails open, not closed.
Right, but sometimes it's like, is that gonna reseat? Okay. I've had it in the past. Before we've bought new safeties, and all the engines now have new safeties on them, which has been so wonderful. Because there's still Strasbourg Railroad manufactures them, and they're really nice. But
someone actually still makes them. That's crazy.
They make them, yeah. I mean, they're a steam railroad, and they make like dedicated appliance parts and stuff for locomotives. So it's a niche business and it's expensive, but I mean they're the place to get them. They make they're called a consolidated safety valve, the ones we use on locomotives. They're different than an industrial boiler, because like an industrial boiler has a feedback control system firing it, and it's stationary and it doesn't have weird level changes and whatever, right? Like, because it doesn't move. But a locomotive has a human firing it, and because of the changes in track and geometry that would be very complex to measure, it's like no one's ever made a true like automatic fireman thing that was really prolific. Like there were a couple examples
what about
of it.
Those big locomotives that had like the screw conveyors to bring coal in with the
right? I mean that
kind of automatic firing.
I mean you're not manually shoveling at that point, right? But that's the same thing with an oil burner, where you're not manually ladling oil in the firebox. You've got a pressurized pipe that's sending the oil there.
How far are you right now, by the way?
I am coming up to the machine factory almost. I'm almost at the top of the hill.
I am too. Actually, I'm about to clear the hill.
Oh really? Okay, so this is neck and neck all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm double heading it. My locomotives are both low. They're at 9 bar, but I'm still doing a solid like 25k.
Dude, if you've got speed,
I'm in the
that's
machine
everything.
factory now. I'm just hitting the first switch, so it's gonna make it.
Dude, you're ahead of me now. I'm going slow
so
is the
sick.
problem. So
I can't believe this thing double headed it.
It finally equalized it. That's awesome.
I'm kind of like, I don't want to take the front locomotive off in case I run into another hill that screws me over. You know what I mean?
I don't think there's another pole on this route. There's a short one. Is there? No, there's not one at the steel mill, because we're coming in
before the steel mill, though, isn't there?
Oh, there is. There is up the other side of the bridge, but you should be able to carry momentum over that. But I mean, you could bring the second engine if you want.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the dampers down in the front locomotive, bring the bar to middle, right? Turn off the reg. The injector's off, but it's got full water, so it should be fine.
Right.
Oh, no water. Oops, that's not good. Let's put water in that before it blows up. Let me check this back one too.
Yeah, it was just I just leveled off, and the water. Yeah, the water just disappeared out of the sight glasses for sure.
Yeah. But I'm gonna run it from the back one. There we go. Turn that one off too. Okay, get some water back in the sight glasses. Perfect. Yeah, I literally made it up to the hill. I had started with full water, no injectors on, and now I'm through the machine factory.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, dude. That was insane. That was the biggest slog I've ever done.
That is quite the pull. Yeah.
That's nuts. I've never done a pull like that.
You did 2 steam engines. You didn't blow it up yet. Wink.
Yeah. Well, I was.
That's awesome,
almost
dude.
out of water on both.
Well, yeah, when you level off, the level goes down significantly, right? And then you're going to go downhill, and then it's going to go down even more, so just be careful on that.
Okay, so this one's in the front. Dampers are off completely. Reg's off. Bar's right in the middle. Injectors
Some
at full.
spaghetti track.
Back one. Same thing, injectors at full. Dampers are on because I'm trying to build fire.
I'm doing a good 80 down the hill out of machine factory. Here comes the 60 at this junction.
I'm only doing 40 out of the hill right now, but I have both my engines off. I'm literally just coasting.
Oh, I'm giving it the beans. I got places to be.
Yeah, I don't want to derail is sort of what my thought is.
That's probably a smarter way to handle this than what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But you know, live your best life.
At some point in time, I am gonna have to ditch this front locomotive, though.
Yeah, the management of 2 gets challenging. So like,
well, I'm like, I need when I park this train, I don't want to, but there's definitely a climb into the steel mill, so I'm kind of worried that
it's so short though. You bet, and you can get going so fast through the oil well, and then the farm, and then the bridge that like I don't think it's gonna be a challenge. I'm gonna try and get rid of my rear engine here as soon as I can, because I don't want to have to manage locomotives on both sides of the universe here.
All right, front guy. Gonna go full beans.
Maybe I ditch it at City Southwest, I guess.
Grab some coal.
This is a converging switch. Yeah, the next diverging switch is going to be at City Southwest, so.
All right, my front engine is running away now.
It's fine.
So it will either eventually crash on its own, or I'll run into it.
Or you'll see it one more time, yeah.
Dude, I put it in full beans mode, and it's going down the hill at full speed.
Oh, it's gonna wreck. It's gonna go, yeah.
It's gonna go at City Southwest for sure.
There's a couple 60 slows on the a couple junctions down that hill though, so it'll probably come off.
Yeah, I gotta get the self-lapping brake on a little bit here.
Back to the earlier conversation about safety valve things. The consolidated valves are designed to pop multiple times in a regular usage, whereas the typical industrial boiler ones, like, they're kind of one and done, and then you're supposed to replace them, because it's not often that the feedback control system says, hey, overfire this thing, because it's not that dynamic like a locomotive is. But yeah, if they suck water through them, they're pretty precise tolerances on a safety valve. If you suck water through the safety, which a lot of times the saturated steam, particularly if it's really cold out, can be water, or if your water level's too high, they will tornado water from the actual water surface of the boiler, and they will tornado that to the actual safety and suck it through. And
that's probably what I'm doing right now.
That's not good for it.
Full wide open.
Yeah, you'd be sucking water out the safety, and that's not a fun time. I cannot recommend that.
Not to interrupt either, though. I did hear a boom noise, and now I don't know where my other engine is.
Your other engine sounds like it's Cthulhu'd.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I just heard a bang, and now it's not on the track in front of me anymore.
Well, you'll see it at some point. It's probably
actually behind me. I think I've already passed it.
I am hitting a 30-kilometer-an-hour zone too fast.
You know that switch, like, way before City Southwest, that, like, middle switch kind of in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, that little junction. Oh god, I'm off. What's off? My tender just went off. Crap.
Oh, you're dead.
I've got a lot of brakes. We're going slow enough. Oh god, the other engine's coming. No, get in the clear. Get in the clear, train, please. No. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, well, mistakes were made.
I'm gonna take it nice and easy now.
I'm cheating and I'm gonna lose. Like, that's what's happening in this episode. Oh god, and then that dominoed my other engine over there, my tender. Oh no, there's so many cars in the dirt, God!
I'm gonna just teleport back and see if my other engine is in fact. Oh my god!
What?
Wait. Okay. No, I think I have all my. I thought I was missing half my train for a second there. I think I have all my. I just teleported so quick. I wasn't sure. I think I was missing half my train. Let me go check all the way back at this junction. All right, if I go to this junction, there's supposedly an engine here. Oh yeah. My other engine's Cthulhu at the junction. It just rode off at the switch. Perfect.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, I'm reloading a save because of my own hubris. It's fine. I am on the downhill though, so get the air to recover a little bit. Sand on. Oh, we're out of sand. It's fine. We don't need sand where we're going.
Oh yeah, I'm almost out of sand too. Thanks for reminding me. I almost ran that dry.
And then this. I'm gonna use this other engine to help get the train going, and then I'm just going to yeet it off into the sunset in reverse. Go. Begin. Commence. Start. Technically, we've been racing for 12 seconds now. Name that movie.
All right. Doing good.
Where are the brake cylinder bleeders on these cars? Do they have brake cylinder bleeds? They probably do. I'm just really bad at looking for them.
My train sounds really sloshy.
Sometimes they do that. Oh, there it is.
Even though, like, I've been opening the cylinder cocks and, like, maybe it's because my boiler's just too full.
Your boiler might be too full. Like, if you've overfilled it, you do prime and you suck water into the engine, and they have simulated that.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening, so I gotta just keep blowing it out. Just a phenomenal waste.
Oh god, speaking of water sounds, yeah. Oh, no! Oh, crap!
Alright, I'm pulling through City Southwest right now.
You were talking about needing to do it, and I forgot that game, like, reloaded my save, and
everything's set to default.
It sets to default, and I have blown a rear seal on one of my cylinders here.
Yup.
and I'm gonna run with it. Like, I think it's fast enough
It'll be
territory.
fine. You'll just lose some power, I think. Like,
yeah, it'll still run. Oh god! And I set the other one off in reverse, and it's blown a seal now. I'm gonna ride this one into the sunset here.
Right,
See where it goes off.
My train looking good. Looking sick, dude.
I just did. Okay, I just ES&D'd my tender. But I didn't derail the locomotive somehow with what I just did. I just did a silly, and it totally. That was not very fun.
All right, I should probably check actually while I have some time now. Where the heck I'm actually going?
Right. I need to go find my train. I rode my engine that was running away in reverse into the sunset, and here's my train down here, and it is not going very fast, despite having the throttle wide open.
Well, that sucks.
What sucks?
One of my trains, the 4 cars, I guess the 4 cars has to go to A3I or A6I.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Yeah,
B6.
the long section, which is good, I put the long section at the back, it goes to B3I, so I
Right.
just pull in through B3I, unload it, we're good.
I
and
have
then
the exact same situation, actually.
Yeah, but at least the short one's going to the one, because if the long one was going there, you'd be screwed. You'd have to freaking back it up a hill, which it's not gonna do.
Right.
So that's good at least. I'm like burning through coal at a very quick rate.
I'm burning through steam, but I've made my own fog machine. It's a cylinder. It doubles as a fog machine. It's fine.
Sometimes you can't tell if the injector is like fully full, like the boiler's fully full or fully empty.
That is a real problem that you run into on the actual thing, because the game is nice and it shows the level is kind of blue. So if it's blue instead of what the backhead looks like, you're full.
Oh right, water's clear.
It's clear actually, yeah. So when you're looking on the engine, a full sight glass looks like an empty one in many cases. But that's why you have a blowdown, the little valve on the bottom of the sight glass. You can bump, and it'll clear out the glass, and you watch the water level go down as you clear it out.
And then it'll pop right back up.
And then it pops right back up. Yep. So if you get that, then you know you've got water and you're covered. But
right,
yeah.
so that's what this little valve is for that I can't use.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of those things that they did not simulate, which, I mean, of the stuff that you should simulate, like, whatever. It's like blowdown. It's not the world's most critical thing in the world. Particularly because they've made it so easy to kind of read the water anyways as it sits. So
I do not have a lot of water left in my frickin' tender either.
Oh, I definitely overcompensated with my air brake set after I was worried about coming off the curve again. So we are going to waltz through City Southwest at a blistering 20 kilometers an hour. Come on, sweetheart. Sorry, not even 20,
All right, I'm pulling
15.
up to the oil well, central.
Oh my god, yeah, Khan's winning. I'm cheating and Khan's winning. That's what's happening.
The issue I'm going to run into is, do I run out of water before I get to the thing?
That's going to be
I'm trying to just pick up some
interesting.
speed now so I can start coasting.
Oh god, Khan, I'm right there with you. I'm totally going to run out of water. I've got like a foot left in my tender tank.
Hard, get out of the freaking iron mine.
Right,
and then
you work the crap out of it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
mostly flatland railroad, so maybe not, but yeah, we're gonna burn through it. That's for sure.
If my injector's off though, I'm not pulling water from my tender at all,
Correct. Yeah.
and my boiler's full. So that's
you're
good.
gonna be able to run for a little bit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I used my water to turn my cylinder into a fog machine, so
Yeah, that's an issue.
I should have just reloaded another save. It's fine. Oh,
Alright,
that's
going through
cute.
the oil well.
I've never noticed this before. There's a toolbox on the front of the S282 that you can open and put stuff in.
Well, that's useful.
I'm gonna put my lamp in there.
It would be cool if Derail Valley added the ability for you to like actually do maintenance on your engines and then customize parts.
That could be cool. I think that's one of
Bigger
those
cylinders,
things
you know, different
would be
rods and stuff.
super cool. I think that's That's probably outside the scope of what they're trying to do, but it would be dope. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I know you do it with mods and stuff, changing wheel arrangements and
Right,
things.
right,
But it'd
right.
be cool if you could actually, like in Derail Valley, all the engines aren't really yours. You're kind of just renting and using them.
Right.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And then you fix them and return them. But if you could actually like buy a locomotive and then customize it, and that's your locomotive, you know,
That would be super neat.
It stays wherever you leave it.
There is a mod, there's a couple mods that do stuff like that. There's one that's like persistent jobs, which I don't know if it still works anymore as simulator, but it was like the jobs don't randomly generate every time. You actually have to kind of function the railroad like it is. And then there's one to take ownership of the cars and the trains. So it's like, no, I own this locomotive and it's mine. And then you kind of have to deal with it if you break it. And you had to use your money to buy it. And it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. Adds a neat mechanic to the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a more simple economy in Derail Valley itself proper, but I think it's fine. The operations side is so cool and fun. Like,
oh yeah,
they get that figured out.
Nothing with the Steam simulation that Derail Valley does. It's so great.
Yeah. My fog machine is a little obnoxious, but I'm, the actions of my own hubris. No, he is punishing this mortal for his hubris.
I'm pulling through the farm right now.
Oh my god. You're gonna be done so much earlier than me, dude. Not even funny.
I'm trying to make sure I have enough speed so that I can make it up the little hill before the steel mill.
I'm doing 35.
I'm doing about 50, maybe 55 now.
I might have to get out and push.
Yeah, that would probably help.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. What do we have at City Southwest? Can I just... I should not leave my train unattended. I have learned this, but I'm unlearning it. Do I have a choo-choo at City Southwest? That could be helpful?
There's a train that spawns there for sure.
There's a DH4. That's not that great. It's not that bad either, though. Okay. Oh, I gotta... Why am I doing this? Because I want to win.
Right.
I want to win, darn it. I cheated. I should win.
Yeah, I'm surprised your 18 bar didn't work.
Yeah, so it seemed like it was still going above and beyond the normal boiler pressure still, but it was not generating the steam as crazy as it was that first go around. So I don't know what it's doing.
Where's B3I? 3 is this one. I'm just teleporting ahead to the steel mill to make sure I set my track.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
That I have to go into.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that this guy's lined, and then I need to go chase my train and make sure that it's not lined, because I'm so used to my career save where like I kind of tend to run the same routes, so I'm like never really worried about
the tracks already set. Yeah.
Right, where I'm lined into, and I don't know.
Yeah, I always
where's
remember
my
that
train?
too.
Oh, there it is.
Like career, it's like, oh, this track is this way, so it'll stay that way, and that's fine. But now here it's like everything reset to default, so you don't know.
And everything is kind of all over the place. My train is still underway. It looks like we're lying through. God, I should have just grabbed the DE6 from the oil well. So I'm coming up to the oil well now. And I'm doing...
You know what? I'm gonna be fine. I have water in my boiler's full, like completely full. Still doesn't even show any air on the sight glass. I've still got a little bit of water in my tender. I got a little bit of coal left. My efficiency rating is probably dog doo-doo, you know?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Would not be surprised.
I probably burned way too much coal. But the hill into the steel mill, you're right, it actually works like a brake. It brought me from 60 down to 30, but I'm still gonna like just cruise on up it, you know?
Right. Can I get this DE6 out in front of me before I get in the back? And hopefully that... I left a DH4 unattended in notch 1, running towards me. Can I get this out on the table and
there we go.
Ahead of me?
I am
in time?
sliding into B3I right now. Safety's blowing. That's perfect. Safety's really blowing.
This train is just not even... My locomotive's almost out of water, and so is my tender. So I'm like trying to find something in terms of... Oh, I don't have brakes yet.
You know what's great? I took a break from Derail Valley for like 2 months. And then the first thing I do coming back in is like the most aggressive Steam challenge we've ever done.
And then you're just nailing it. And you're gonna win it. You're gonna win it, dude.
Although I had to like reset like 3 times.
I mean,
like, you know,
so did I. It's fine.
Needed to double head it from the get-go, but like, all right, let's break this.
Where is that diesel hydraulic? God, get over here, dude. I put a DE6 in the dirt. I'm just leaving carnage in my wake right now, man. It's a problem. And that's a 30.
Good. Are we in the track?
Slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, okay, there goes the diesel hydraulic.
Just need to go forward like half an inch. Just pull forward.
Okay, well that's that lives there now.
The locomotive.
My DH4 that I grabbed from City Southwest just went off there. I've got a DE6 in the dirt at the oil well. I'm still going. I'm coming up on the farm now. We got a fair amount of speed, but my sight glass is in fact empty.
Well, just coast. You can coast down the farm all the way into the steel mill.
I'm gonna dump my coal. I'm dumping my fire in a last ditch attempt to. Oh!
You blow up?
Yep. I thought it was legitimately terrifying. It's gone so poorly. This is so bad.
Right.
And the tender's skin is mocking me. It says time to pee in a cup on the underside of the tender that is rolled over.
Alright.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
One. Let me count.
Why was it lines that way? Oh, it just.
Wait.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Yeah. So I break it here. CK781.
Do I reload again? Do I reload? I guess I do. I have one last ditch thing I'm gonna try.
Alright, well, I'm gonna just check real quick and turn in my one mission before I leave to make sure that I actually put it in the right spot.
Right, make sure it's spotted.
Perfect, that one's completed, 43 minutes, $60,000, no environment damage, perfect. Now I just gotta go park my 4, man.
Where's my train?
Park my 4 in A6I.
Where is my train? Oh god, it's all. Oh my man, that autosave happened seconds before disaster, right before my train blew up. So we're just gonna clear that, okay, and we're just gonna get out our locomotive spawner, and we're gonna grab a S282 and an S282A, and then we're just gonna grab the wheel arrangement. Well, we're doing it. I'm grabbing a duplex, and the mod's broken. It's not letting me change the. It's not changing the wheel
you're gonna
arrangement.
grab a wheel arrangement that's better?
Yeah, I was gonna try that as my last ditch way to win, but the mod's actually broken, so I'm not sure what happened. Because it's not changing. Maybe it'll change the specifications of the locomotive on the back end. The visuals are not working, so I don't know. We'll find out.
I don't think
I don't think
you're gonna win.
I don't think I'm gonna win either. It sounds like you're pulling up to, unload your last little bit.
I have to park my last 4 cars.
I'm trying, kAN. I won it. Title of this video: I cheated and kAN still won.
I can't believe I'm actually doing something here. I can't believe I double-headed Steam, bro. I've never done that before. That was nutty.
That's it's a time. It's always a fun time.
That was awesome. All right, A6I. So I need to go here. It's not you. That's 7. I need to go that way. And then you. It's probably here, right? Yep, right there. All right. I just need to back up. I've set my switches. Need to reverse up this tiny little grade at the steel mill. But it's only 4 cars. Should be no problem.
It's 4 cars. I'll have to notch it.
Yeah, 4 cars in reverse. The trains get more... The tractive effort's the same forward to backwards, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Pushing or pulling, you always get the same amount.
Yep. Yeah, it's just because it's wheel size and cylinders, right?
Yeah.
It might ride not necessarily as smooth going in reverse, depending on a number of factors, but...
Because it's shoving through knuckles and stuff.
Right. Well, your trailing truck does not function the same as a lead truck. It does help with curves, but it's designed to trail. It's designed to follow more so than to guide. It does guide a little bit, but not as much as a lead truck. And then depending on the type of locomotive, sometimes they have a spring buffer between the engine and tender that helps keep the engine and tender like a set distance apart, more or less, unless the slack runs in and out. Right. But sometimes they don't have a spring buffer, and then I've ridden by an engine that didn't have one, and the tender was leading first, and I was in the cab, and it was just bang, bang, bang as it rolls in and out against you because you can't keep it tight against you with anything. And it's like, well, this is just annoying as hell. Cool.
All right, well, I'm about to park my last train here. I'm rolling in. I don't have my reg on. I have my, throttle screw in the neutral position, no reg. And full pressure. I've got a full boiler, but I have no tender water left.
I've spawned in new locomotives. I just spawned in an SO60, just because you're gonna win. So I just want carnage. So I'm just gonna do some stuff.
Well, I just slammed into the track stopper.
It's fine. That's what it's there for.
And then when I released the track, then it went kaboom. My car's derailed. Nah, they're fine.
Oh, I mean, that's fine.
One's a little bit, but it's okay. All right, let's go turn in this job and claim victory. 9. Here we go. Deliver. Uh-oh. Move cars. Handbrake must be applied. Oh, whoops. I forgot to apply a handbrake. Hold on.
Where's the lubricator on this? Oh, it's right there. It's tucked in.
Handbrake. There we go. Did I not put it in the right track? I swear. I didn't put it in the right track. Got it. Boom. Move cars done. Let's go. Completed 48 minutes again. Heavy damage. Oh my god. We're not going to talk about it.
You're not going to talk about the damage?
I made $13,000 on the second job. It cost me $31,954 in heavy damage.
That's not ideal.
Because I destroyed $30,000 in car damage. I dunked a little hard. Yeah. Yeah, I literally destroyed the cars.
I just blew up an 060 and now it's being shoved along by my train.
Well,
that's
doesn't matter. Didn't have to get the goods there in one piece. Just had to get the goods there.
That's true. I didn't even make it, and I cheated. I didn't know. Like I wasn't planning on cheating. I didn't know that was gonna happen, but yeah, that went poorly on my end. So congratulations, kAN. The first time we double head Steam and you win with the longest train all time. GG's.
First time I've double headed anything, it just absolutely destroyed. Great.
Turns out you needed more of a challenge. You love to see it.
That was nuts, dude. That was the longest challenge we've ever done.
That was insanity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I've missed hanging out with kAN. So, dude, it's been good to film again. And hopefully you guys like this.
We gotta do more races for sure. We also, there's apparently, like you saying, a Derail Valley multiplayer mod that
so it's apparently back under dev again because it's not on Nexus mods anymore, so I'm not sure what happened to it. But hopefully it comes out because the crew side of Derail Valley and the operation side is so much fun. It would be so cool to do a multiplayer, even if it's a janky mod, so... Yeah,
exactly. If we can double head a train, like, together.
That would be killer, or race on the same actual map. That could be
right.
That would add some shenanigans to the game. So.
Yep. But yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below, and like, subscribe.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next time.
Laters.